Picture yourself in a 2nd century Roman bathhouse, the warm steam curling around you, the flicker of oil lamps casting shadows on mosaic walls. It's 150 CE, and as a citizen, merchant, or weary traveler, you step into this haven of heat and chatter, your body easing under the spell of soothing waters. The air hums with the scent of herbs and the murmur of voices, yet a quiet corner beckons, lulling you towards sleep. What was it like to drift off in this ancient sanctuary, where warmth and tranquility blurred the line between waking and dreaming? Join us as we explore the sensory embrace of the Roman bathhouse, a place where rest was as vital as renewal. Share your thoughts. What's the most relaxing place you've ever been? Drop a comment to join our curious community. If this journey into ancient repose captivates you, a like or share keeps these stories alive. Now step into the steam, feel the warmth on your skin, and discover what it was like to fall asleep in the heart of a Roman bathhouse, where dreams met the glow of an ancient world. The late afternoon sun dips low over a 2nd century Roman city, its golden rays glinting off the marble facade of a bustling bathhouse where you, a citizen, merchant, or weary traveler, step through the arched entrance, your sandals slapping against the stone. It's around 150 CE, and the bathhouse, a cornerstone of Roman life, hums with the chatter of voices, the splash of water, and the promise of renewal. The air is thick with the scent of olive oil and warm steam, your body already easing as you leave the dusty streets behind, a half-mile walk from the Forum in 10 minutes. This opening segment introduces the Roman bathhouse as a sanctuary of social and physical rejuvenation, exploring its role in daily life, the sensory allure that invited relaxation, and the subtle pull towards sleep in its warm embrace, setting the stage for a journey where the line between waking and dreaming blurs in the heart of an ancient world. The Roman bathhouse was more than a place to bathe. It was a cultural institution, a daily ritual for Romans of all classes. As a merchant, your day began at dawn, haggling in the market a mile away, a 20-minute trek under the sun's heat, your tunic stained with sweat. The bathhouse, a quarter mile from your shop in 5 minutes, offered respite, its doors open to all, citizens, freedmen, even slaves with their master's permission. You'd pay a small fee, a quadrans, and step inside, the cool stone of the entrance hall a relief against your calloused feet. The baths were a democratizing space, where a senator might brush shoulders with a baker, their shared humanity laid bare in the steam, your own fatigue mingling with the collective sigh of the city. The bathhouse's allure began at its threshold, the transition from the chaotic streets to a world of order and warmth. The city outside buzzed with cartwheels and shouts, a mile from the Forum where traders argued over grain. Inside, the air shifted, heavy with moisture and the faint scent of herbs, lavender or rosemary, used in oils rubbed into skin. As a traveler, footsore from a 10-mile journey in 5 hours, you'd feel the tension in your shoulders melt, the bathhouse's warmth, a balm to your weary limbs. The entrance hall, lined with niches for statues of gods like Hygeia, goddess of health, set a sacred tone, your heart slowing as you crossed into this sanctuary, the world's clamour fading behind you. The baths were a social hub, alive with conversation and connection. You'd hear laughter echo from the apoditarium, the changing room a quarter mile from the main baths, where men and women, often separated by time or space, stripped off tunics and stored them in alcoves. As a citizen, you'd greet friends, your voice joining the hum of gossip about a senator's scandal or a gladiator's victory, the air warm with camaraderie. The bathhouse was a place to see and be seen, a half-mile from the city's heart, where deals were struck and alliances forged. Yet, amidst the chatter, quieter corners beckoned, their dim light and soft murmurs inviting a moment of repose, your eyelids heavy as the warmth seeped into your bones. The physical act of bathing was a ritual, a sequence of rooms designed to cleanse and soothe. The caldarium, with its scalding hot water heated by the hypercaust system, was your first stop. A quarter mile from the entrance in 5 minutes. The heat, rising from underfloor furnaces, enveloped you, the steam loosening your muscles, the scent of warm stone grounding your senses. As a farmer, your hands rough from ploughing fields a mile away, you'd sink into the hot pool, the water's embrace easing aches, your mind drifting as the heat blurred the edges of thought. The bathhouse's design, with its progression from hot to cold, was a journey toward relaxation, each room a step closer to the possibility of sleep. The tepidarium, the warm room, followed, its gentler heat a transition that calmed the body further. Here you'd linger, the air less intense, the walls adorned with mosaics of dolphins or nymphs, their colours softened by steam. As an artisan, your fingers cramped from carving wood a mile from your workshop, you'd sit on a marble bench, the warmth seeping through your tunic, your breath slowing. The tepidarium's ambience, quieter than the caldarium's bustle, invited introspection, your thoughts wandering as the room's embrace held you, the soft splash of water, a lullaby that tugged at your consciousness, urging you toward rest. The frigidarium, with its cold plunge pool, was the final step, though not all reached it. As a merchant, you might skip it, preferring the warmth of the tepidarium, your body too relaxed to face the shock of cold water. The frigidarium's chill, a quarter mile from the tepidarium in 5 minutes, was meant to invigorate, but for some, the earlier rooms were enough, their warmth so soothing that eyes grew heavy, heads nodded. The frigidarium, with its cold plunge pool, was the final step, though not all reached it. As a merchant, you might skip it, preferring the warmth of the tepidarium, your body too relaxed to face the shock of cold water. The frigidarium's chill, a quarter mile from the tepidarium in 5 minutes, was meant to invigorate, but for some, the earlier rooms were enough, their warmth so soothing that eyes grew heavy, heads nodded. You've seen bathers doze on benches, their bodies slumped against warm stone, the bathhouse's rhythm guiding them to sleep, your own limbs tempting you to follow, the boundary between waking and dreaming softening in the steam. The bathhouse's sensory world was a tapestry of warmth, sound and scent, each element conspiring to lull you. The air, thick with steam, carried the tang of olive oil and herbs, a scent that clung to your skin as you moved through the rooms. The sound of water, splashing in pools, trickling in pipes, blended with soft voices, a hum that soothed like a mother's song. As a traveller, your feet sore from a 10-mile trek. You'd feel the warm tiles underfoot, their heat rising through your body, your heart slowing as the bathhouse wrapped you in its embrace. The dim light, flickering from oil lamps, cast shadows that danced on the walls, your eyes tracing their patterns, your mind slipping towards sleep. The bathhouse's role in Roman society was profound, a place where physical and social needs intertwined. It was a daily pilgrimage, a half-mile walk from the Forum, where the city's pulse slowed, its citizens finding renewal. As a citizen, you'd visit after work, the baths a ritual that marked the day's end, your body cleansed, your spirit lifted. The bathhouse was a microcosm of Rome, its hierarchies softened but present, senators in fine tunics, slaves in rough cloth, all sharing the same steam, You've stood shoulder to shoulder with strangers, your differences fading in the heat, the baths a reminder of shared humanity, yet also a place where exhaustion could claim you, your body yielding to the pull of rest. The architecture itself was a marvel, designed to comfort and awe. The hypocaust system, with its underfloor furnaces, kept the caldarium at a steady heat, the air shimmering as you entered. As an artisan, you'd marvel at the engineering, the raised floors channeling heat, the walls of tufa stone holding warmth. The mosaics, depicting myths or sea creatures, sparkled in the lamplight, their beauty a distraction that calmed the mind. You've sat on a bench, the marble smooth against your skin, the room's warmth coaxing your eyes to close, the bathhouse's design a silent invitation to drift, your thoughts softening as the steam rose around you. The social dynamics of the baths were complex, a blend of noise and quiet that could lead to sleep. The apoditarium buzzed with chatter, a quarter mile from the main pools, where bathers swapped stories or argued politics. As a merchant, you'd join in, your voice rising over the din, but as you moved to the tepidarium, the noise faded, the room's warmth encouraging silence. You've noticed older bathers, their bodies worn from labor a mile away, sitting quietly, their heads nodding as the heat took hold. The bathhouse offered both connection and solitude, its quieter corners a haven where sleep could steal in, your own fatigue pulling you toward a dreamlike state. The physical toll of Roman life made the baths a necessity, their warmth a cure for exhaustion. As a farmer, your day began at sunrise, ploughing fields 2 miles away in 40 minutes, your back aching under the sun. The bathhouse, a half-mile walk, was a refuge, its heat easing muscles, its pools washing away dust. You've sunk into the caldarium, the water's warmth loosening knots, your mind wandering as the steam blurred your thoughts. The baths were a place to heal, but also to rest, the line between relaxation and sleep thin, your body tempting you to close your eyes, the warmth a gentle pull toward slumber. The cultural significance of the baths extended beyond cleansing, shaping Roman identity. They were a symbol of civilization, a mile from the city's heart where Rome's values, order, community, health were lived out. As a citizen, you'd feel pride entering the bathhouse, its grandeur a testament to Rome's might. Yet the baths also humbled, stripping you of status, your body bare in the steam. You've shared laughs with strangers, your differences forgotten, but also found moments alone. The tepidarium's warmth coaxing you toward rest, your heart slowing as the world faded. The baths a space where sleep was a quiet rebellion against the day's demands. The sensory allure of the baths was overwhelming, each element designed to soothe. The caldarium's heat, rising from the floor, wrapped you like a blanket, the steam softening your skin. As a traveler, your cloak heavy from a 10-mile journey, you'd feel the weight lift, the scent of herbs calming your breath. The sound of water, a constant ripple, blended with murmurs, a lullaby that eased your mind. You've leaned against a warm wall, the mosaic's cool tiles a contrast to the heat, your eyes heavy as shadows danced, the bathhouse's embrace pulling you towards sleep, each sensation a step into a dream. The fragility of this moment was subtle, the bathhouse a sanctuary, but not without risks. Falling asleep, though tempting, could draw attention. A slave might nudge you awake, a friend's laugh pulling you back. As an artisan, you'd rest briefly, your head nodding, but the bustle a quarter mile away kept you alert. The baths were safe, yet public. Your repose a fleeting escape from the city's demands. You've seen others doze, their bodies slumped. The bathhouse's warmth a lure that caught the weary. Your own fatigue a quiet call to join them. The line between waking and dreaming blurred by the steam. The day fades, and you linger in the tepidarium, the bathhouse a half-mile from the forum, glowing softly. Its warmth, a sanctuary of Roman life, eased your body and mind, inviting sleep in its quiet corners. Your life, shaped by labor and community, found respite here, each visit a step toward renewal, each moment a dance with rest. For now, you pause, the steam rising, the world softening, your heart eased by the bathhouse's embrace, a testament to the timeless allure of falling asleep in its warm, ancient glow. The golden glow of oil lamps flickers across the marble walls of a second-century Roman bathhouse, their soft light guiding you, a citizen, merchant, or traveller, deeper into its warm embrace as evening settles over the city. It's around 150 CE, and having crossed the threshold of this sanctuary, leaving the bustling streets a half-mile behind in 10 minutes, you're drawn into the heart of the bathhouse's ritual. The air hums with the scent of warm stone and faint herbs, your body already shedding the day's fatigue as the promise of relaxation pulls you forward. Where the first segment introduced the bathhouse as a social and physical haven, this chapter explores the structured bathing process, caldarium, tepidarium, frigidarium, detailing the soothing progression of heat, steam, and cooling waters that ease the body into a state ripe for sleep, weaving a journey where each room's embrace nudged you closer to the edge of dreaming in a world of ancient comfort. The Roman bathing ritual was a deliberate sequence, a choreography of temperatures designed to cleanse, soothe, and rejuvenate. As a merchant, your day spent haggling in the forum a mile away, a 20-minute walk under the relentless sun left your tunic damp with sweat, your shoulders tight. The bathhouse, a quarter-mile from your stall in 5 minutes, offered a prescribed path. The caldarium's scalding heat, the tepidarium's gentle warmth, and the frigidarium's bracing cold. Each room, connected by arched corridors, was a step in a process that relaxed the body, the transition so seamless that your mind, lulled by the rhythm, began to drift, the warmth coaxing your eyes to flutter, sleep a whisper away as you moved through the ritual. The caldarium was the first immersion, its heat a shock that melted tension. Entering from the apoditerium, a quarter-mile walk in 5 minutes, you'd step into a room where the hypercaust system, furnaces beneath the floor, kept the air at a near-scorching temperature, steam rising from a central pool. As a farmer, your hands rough from ploughing fields 2 miles away in 40 minutes, you'd sink into the hot water, the heat seeping into your muscles, loosening knots from hours of labor. The air, thick with moisture, carried the faint scent of olive oil, rubbed into your skin by attendants, the slick warmth easing your joints. You'd feel your pulse slow, the steam clouding your thoughts. The caldarium's intensity, a crucible that softened your body, your mind teetering on the edge of repose as the heat wrapped you in its heavy embrace. The pool in the caldarium, often circular and lined with smooth marble, was a sanctuary within a sanctuary. You'd sit on its submerged steps, the water lapping at your chest, the heat penetrating deep, your breath deepening as the room's warmth dulled the world's edges. As a traveller, footsore from a 10-mile journey in 5 hours, you'd let the water cradle your aching feet, the steam curling around you like a fog, blurring the mosaics of gods or sea creatures on the walls. The sound of dripping water echoing softly was a steady rhythm, each drop a note in a lullaby that calmed your racing thoughts. You've lingered here, your body heavy, the heat tempting you to close your eyes, the caldarium's embrace a step towards sleep, your consciousness softening as the steam rose. The transition to the tepidarium was a gentle shift, its milder warmth a balm after the caldarium's intensity. A short walk through a corridor, a quarter mile in 5 minutes, brought you to this room where the hypercaust's heat was less fierce, the air warm but not oppressive. As an artisan, your fingers cramped from carving stone a mile from your workshop, you'd settle on a marble bench, the surface cool against your warmed skin, the room's temperature a perfect balance that eased your body further. The tepidarium's walls, adorned with frescoes of vines or nymphs, glowed in the dim lamplight, their colours soothing, your gaze softening as you traced their patterns. The air carried a faint trace of rosemary from oils, the scent grounding, your breath slowing as the room's calm invited introspection, sleep a quiet possibility in its gentle hold. The tepidarium was a place of lingering, its atmosphere encouraging pause. You'd sit, your tunic draped loosely, the warmth seeping through your bones, your muscles no longer taut from the day's work. As a citizen, you'd come from the forum a mile away where debates and trade filled your hours, leaving your mind buzzing. Here, the noise faded, the room quieter than the caldarium, the soft murmur of other bathers, a distant hum. You've leaned against a pillar, the marble smooth, the warmth from the floor rising through your sandals, your thoughts drifting like the steam. The tepidarium's design, with its open space and low benches, invited rest, your eyelids growing heavy, the room's tranquility, a gentle pull towards slumber, each moment a step closer to a dreamlike state. The frigidarium, with its cold plunge pool, was the final stage, though many, lulled by the earlier rooms, never reached it. A quarter mile from the tepidarium in 5 minutes, this room's chill was meant to invigorate, its water a sharp contrast to the warmth you'd grown accustomed to. As a merchant, you might hesitate, your body too relaxed, the tepidarium's warmth too seductive to trade for a shock of cold. The frigidarium's pool, often open to the sky, sparkled under starlight, its water crisp, the air carrying a faint bite. You've seen bathers plunge in, their gasps echoing, but others, like you, lingered in the tepidarium, their bodies slumped on benches, the earlier heat enough to coax them towards sleep, your own fatigue tempting you to stay, the cold a distant thought. The ritual's progression was a journey of contrasts, each room shaping the body's response. The caldarium's heat opened pores, flushed skin, and slowed the heart, preparing you for the tepidarium's soothing embrace, where the body cooled just enough to deepen relaxation. As a farmer, you'd feel the day's labour, a 2-mile trek to fields, dissolve, the sequence of rooms a ritual that cleansed not just dirt, but exhaustion. You've moved through this cycle, your body yielding to each stage, the transitions so smooth that your mind, unburdened, began to wander, the warmth and rhythm of the baths a pathway to rest. The frigidarium, though reviving, was often skipped by the weary, your own steps slowing, the tepidarium's bench a haven where sleep could steal in, unbidden but welcome. The sensory experience of the ritual was immersive, each room a tapestry of sensations that lulled the senses. In the caldarium, the air was thick, the steam a warm fog that softened your vision, the scent of lavender oil grounding your breath. As a traveller, your cloak heavy from a 10-mile journey, you'd feel the water's heat dissolve your tension, the sound of splashing a steady pulse that calmed your mind. The tepidarium's gentler warmth, paired with the faint hum of water through pipes, was a quieter song, the light from oil lamps casting shadows that danced, your eyes tracing their flicker. You've sat in silence, the warmth a blanket, the air's herbal tang a comfort, your body sinking into a state where sleep felt near, each sensation a nudge toward dreaming. The bathhouse's ritual was a cultural cornerstone, its sequence a reflection of Roman discipline and indulgence. As a citizen, you'd follow this path daily, the baths a mile from the forum, a ritual that marked the day's end, your body cleansed, your spirit lifted. The process was both personal and communal, the caldarium's heat shared with others, the tepidarium's calm a private retreat. You felt the city's pulse slow here, the ritual a moment to shed the weight of labour or trade, your mind easing as the rooms worked their magic. The baths were a place where Rome's order met human need, the progression from heat to cool, a journey that invited rest, your body tempting you to drift, the line between waking and sleep blurring in the steam. The physical demands of Roman life made the ritual vital, each room addressing a different need. As an artisan, your hands sore from crafting a mile away. The caldarium's heat eased your joints. The tepidarium's warmth soothed your muscles. The frigidarium's cold, if you reached it, revived your energy. You've sunk into the hot pool, the water's embrace a relief from hours of labour, your breath deepening as the heat dulled your aches. The ritual was a balm, but also a lure, the warmth so complete that your eyes grew heavy. The tepidarium's benches a place where sleep could creep in, your body yielding to the ritual's soothing rhythm, each room a step closer to repose. The fragility of this moment was subtle, the ritual a balance of discipline and surrender. Falling asleep, though tempting, was rare. Attendants might wake you, a friend's voice pulling you back. As a merchant, you'd rest briefly, your head nodding in the tepidarium, but the ritual structure kept you moving, the next room calling. You've seen others doze, their bodies slumped, the warmth overwhelming their fatigue. The bathhouse's embrace a quiet danger that caught the weary, your own heart tempted to linger, sleep a whisper in the steam. The evening deepens, and you pause in the tepidarium, the bathhouse a half-mile from the city glowing softly. Its ritual, a journey through heat and steam, eased your body into a state ripe for sleep, each room a step toward dreaming. Your life, shaped by labour and ritual, found respite here. Each visit a dance with rest, each moment a testament to the bath's allure. For now, you linger, the steam rising, the world fading, your heart eased by the bathhouse's warmth, a sanctuary where sleep beckoned in the glow of an ancient world. The evening shadows deepen within a second-century Roman bathhouse, the soft glow of oil lamps casting intricate patterns across the marble floors as you, a citizen, merchant, or traveller, linger in the tepidarium's warmth, your body relaxed from the ritual of hot and warm pools. It's around 150 CE, and having moved through the soothing sequence of the caldarium and tepidarium, a quarter-mile from the entrance in 5 minutes, you feel the bathhouse's embrace pulling you toward rest. The air carries a faint scent of rosemary and warm stone, your senses lulled by the gentle hum of water. Where the previous segment explored the bathing ritual's progression, this chapter delves into the bathhouse's architectural design, heated floors, mosaic walls, and dim lighting that created an environment so conducive to relaxation it invited accidental slumber, weaving a tapestry where the very structure of the baths coaxed you closer to the edge of dreams in a sanctuary of ancient comfort. The bathhouse's architecture was a triumph of Roman engineering, designed to envelop the body in warmth and beauty. As a merchant, your day spent bargaining in the market a mile away, a 20-minute walk under the sun's glare, left your muscles taut, your feet sore. The bathhouse, a half-mile from the forum in 10 minutes, greeted you with its grand facade, columns of tufa stone framing an entrance that promised respite. Inside the hypercaust system, raised floors supported by pillars, heated by furnaces below, radiated warmth, the tiles under your sandals soothing your aching soles. You'd step into the main chambers, the air heavy with steam, the walls adorned with mosaics of nymphs or sea creatures, their colors vibrant yet softened by lamplight. Your heart slowing as the architecture itself seemed to cradle you, inviting a moment of repose. The hypocaust was the heart of the bathhouse's comfort, its innovation a marvel. Fires, stoked by slaves in subterranean chambers, heated air that circulated beneath the floors, warming rooms like the caldarium to near scorching levels. As a farmer, your hands rough from ploughing fields 2 miles away in 40 minutes, you'd feel the heat rise through the tiles, a steady warmth that eased your joints, your body sinking into the floor's embrace. The system extended to walls in some baths, hollow bricks channeling heat, ensuring every surface radiated comfort. You've stood in the caldarium, a quarter mile from the entrance, the warmth wrapping you like a cloak, your breath deepening as the architecture's design dulled your fatigue, sleep a quiet possibility as the heat softened your senses. The walls, lined with marble or intricate mosaics, were a visual feast that calmed the mind. In the tepidarium where you now rest, the mosaics depicted pastoral scenes, vines, dolphins, or gods, each tile catching the flicker of oil lamps, their light dim but warm. As an artisan, your eyes trained to detail from crafting pottery a mile away, you'd trace the patterns, the blues and golds blending in the steam, your gaze softening. The walls, smooth to the touch, reflected the bathhouse's grandeur, their beauty a distraction that eased your thoughts. You've leaned against a column, its marble cool yet warmed by the hypocaust, the visual harmony of the mosaics lulling your mind, the architecture's artistry a gentle pull towards slumber. The ceilings, often vaulted or domed, amplified the bathhouse's serene ambience. In grand baths, like those a 10-mile journey away in 5 hours, domes soared, their surfaces painted with stars or myths, the height drawing your gaze upward, your thoughts drifting. As a traveller, your shoulders heavy from a long road, you'd marvel at the engineering, the arches distributing weight to keep the structure sound. The ceiling's curve softened the sound of voices, the echo of water a muted hum, creating a cocoon of calm. You've sat beneath a dome, the tepidarium's warmth seeping into your bones, the ceiling's grandeur a quiet invitation to close your eyes, the architecture's scale and serenity nudging you toward a dreamlike state. Lighting was a subtle but powerful element, the bathhouse's ambience shaped by the flicker of oil lamps. Unlike the harsh sun of the Forum a mile away, the lamps placed in niches or hung from chains cast a golden glow, their light diffused by steam. As a citizen, your day filled with debates a half-mile off, you'd find the dimness soothing, the shadows softening the room's edges. The lamps, fueled by olive oil, burned steadily, their faint crackle blending with the trickle of water, a soundscape that calmed your racing thoughts. You've watched the light dance on the mosaics, your eyelids growing heavy, the low illumination a design choice that invited rest, the bathhouse's glow a whisper of sleep in its warm corners. The layout of the bathhouse was intentional, each room crafted to guide the bather toward relaxation. The caldarium, tepidarium and frigidarium were arranged in a sequence, connected by corridors a quarter-mile apart, their progression a journey from heat to cool. As a merchant, you'd move through these spaces, the transitions smooth, the architecture guiding your steps. The tepidarium's open design with benches along the walls encouraged lingering, the space less crowded than the caldarium, its calm a contrast to the city's bustle a mile away. You've settled on a bench, the marble warm, the room's layout inviting you to pause, your body tempting you to drift. The architecture's flow a pathway to repose. Water features, from pools to fountains, were central to the bathhouse's design, their presence soothing the senses. In the caldarium, the hot pool bubbled gently, its steam rising in curls, the water's warmth a constant embrace. As a farmer, you'd sink into the pool, a quarter-mile from the entrance, the sound of lapping water a steady rhythm, your muscles loosening. Fountains in the tepidarium, their jets trickling, added a soft melody, the sound blending with murmurs of bathers. You've listened to the water's hum, your breath sinking with its cadence, the architecture's integration of water a design that calmed, your mind slipping towards sleep as the fountain's song filled the air. The bathhouse's materials, marble, tufa and tile, were chosen for both durability and comfort. The floors, often laid with black and white mosaics, were smooth underfoot, their warmth from the hypocaust a contrast to the cold stone of the streets a half-mile away. As an artisan, you'd admire the craftsmanship, the tiles fitted with precision, their patterns a testament to Roman skill. The marble benches, polished to a sheen, were cool yet warmed by the room's heat, inviting you to sit, your body relaxing against their surface. You've rested here, the material's texture grounding, the warmth seeping through your tunic, the bathhouse's design, a silent lure to close your eyes, sleep a gentle possibility in its crafted embrace. Ventilation was key, the bathhouse balancing steam with fresh air. Small windows, high in the walls, let in slivers of light, their placement ensuring air circulated without chilling the rooms. As a traveller, your lungs tired from a 10-mile trek, you'd breathe deeply, the air moist but fresh, the scent of herbs lingering. The ventilation kept the steam from overwhelming, the tepidarium's atmosphere a perfect balance that soothed without stifling. You felt the air move, a faint breeze cooling your brow, the design's subtlety calming your senses, the bathhouse's ventilation a quiet invitation to relax, your thoughts drifting as sleep crept closer. The sensory world of the bathhouse's architecture was a symphony of comfort. The warmth from the hypocaust enveloped you, the air thick with steam and the faint tang of olive oil. As a citizen, you'd hear the trickle of fountains, the soft echo of voices, the sounds blending into a soothing hum. The mosaic's colours, softened by lamplight, danced in your vision, their patterns a gentle distraction. You've leaned against a warm wall, the marble's texture grounding, the air's warmth a blanket, your body sinking into a state where sleep felt near, each element of the design a nudge toward dreaming. The bathhouse's ambience was a cultural artifact, reflecting Rome's obsession with order and luxury. As a merchant, you'd feel pride in its grandeur, a half-mile from the Forum, its design a symbol of Rome's might. The architecture was a communal space, yet its quieter corners, benches in the tepidarium, niches in corridors, offered solitude, your fatigue finding refuge. You've seen bathers rest, their heads nodding against marble, the design's comfort overwhelming their weariness, your own heart tempted to join them, the bathhouse's ambience, a quiet call to slumber. The fragility of this moment was subtle, the architecture's embrace a double-edged sword. Falling asleep was rare, attendants nudging dozing bathers, the bustle a quarter-mile away keeping you alert. As an artisan, you'd rest briefly, the tepidarium's warmth coaxing your eyes to close, but the room's design urged movement to the next stage. You've noticed others slump, their bodies yielding to the architecture's lure, the bathhouse a place where sleep could steal in, your own fatigue, a whisper of surrender in its warm glow. The night settles, and you linger in the tepidarium, the bathhouse a half-mile from the city glowing softly. Its architecture, heated floors, mosaic walls, dim lights, crafted a sanctuary that invited sleep, each element a step toward dreaming. Your life, shaped by labor and ritual, found solace here, each visit a dance with rest, each moment a testament to the bath's allure. For now you pause, the steam rising, the world fading, your heart eased by the bathhouse's design, a haven where sleep beckoned in the glow of an ancient world. The twilight deepens within a second-century Roman bathhouse, the warm glow of oil lamps softening the mosaic-laden walls as you, a citizen, merchant or traveller, settle onto a marble bench in the tepidarium, your body still humming from the ritual's soothing heat. It's around 150 CE, and having moved through the caldarium's steam and the tepidarium's gentle warmth, a quarter-mile from the entrance in 5 minutes, you feel the bathhouse's ambience weaving a spell of calm. The air carries the faint scent of lavender oil, mingling with the murmur of voices, your senses lulled as the day's fatigue fades. Where the previous segment explored the bathhouse's architectural embrace, this chapter delves into the vibrant social atmosphere, from lively chatter to solitary retreats, and how quieter corners fostered moments of repose, making sleep a subtle possibility amidst the communal pulse of this ancient sanctuary. The bathhouse was a bustling nexus of Roman social life, a place where the city's diverse inhabitants converged. As a merchant, your morning spent haggling over spices in the Forum a mile away. A 20-minute walk left your voice hoarse, your mind buzzing with deals. The bathhouse, a half-mile from the market in 10 minutes, was a refuge where you'd shed your tunic in the tepidarium, joining senators, artisans, and freedmen in a shared ritual. Here, status blurred, the steam-leveling hierarchies, though not entirely. Senators lounged with attendants, while you, a common trader, found a corner to unwind. The air thrummed with laughter and gossip, a quarter-mile from the main pools, yet amidst this liveliness, quieter spaces beckoned. Your body tempted to rest, sleep a whisper in the bathhouse's communal heart. The tepidarium, the changing room, was a cacophony of voices, a social prelude to the baths. You'd enter, a quarter mile from the entrance in 5 minutes, stripping off your dust-stained tunic, the air warm with the press of bodies. As a citizen, you'd greet friends, swapping tales of a gladiator's triumph or a merchant's scam, the room alive with banter. Slaves guarded clothing in alcoves, their eyes watchful, while bathers debated politics or shared news from a 10-mile journey away. You've laughed here, your voice rising over the din, but as you moved toward the caldarium, the noise softened, the bathhouse's rhythm shifting to calmer tones, your mind easing as the crowd's energy gave way to quieter moments, sleep a distant but growing possibility. The caldarium, with its scalding pools, was less conversational, the heat demanding focus. As a farmer, your hands rough from tilling fields 2 miles away in 40 minutes, you'd sink into the hot water, the steam muffling voices, the air thick with moisture. Bathers here spoke in low tones, their words lost in the splash of water, the heat sapping energy for debate. You'd overhear snippets, a senator planning a banquet, a traveler recounting a storm, but the caldarium's intensity encouraged silence, your breath deepening as the warmth loosened your limbs. You've sat on the pool's edge, the steam clouding your thoughts, the social hum fading, the heat coaxing your eyes to flutter, sleep a subtle temptation in the room's heavy air. The tepidarium was the true heart of social balance, its gentler warmth fostering both connection and solitude. A quarter mile from the caldarium in 5 minutes, this room was quieter, its benches inviting bathers to linger. As an artisan, your fingers cramped from weaving a mile away, you'd settle here, the marble warm beneath you, the air carrying a faint herbal scent. Friends might gather, their voices soft, discussing trade or family, but others sat alone, their heads bowed, lost in thought. You've seen an elder bather, his face lined from years of labor, dozing on a bench, the tepidarium's calm lulling him. The room's ambience, less intense than the caldarium, allowed for reflection, your own thoughts wandering, the social tide ebbing as sleep crept closer, a quiet corner calling you to rest. The frigidarium, with its cold plunge pool, was lively again, its chill sparking chatter. A quarter mile from the tepidarium, its open-air pool glittered under the stars, bathers gasping as they plunged in, their laughter echoing. As a traveller, your body warm from the tepidarium, you'd hesitate, the cold less inviting than the warmth you'd grown to love. Here, bathers boasted of their day, a merchant's deal, a soldier's drill a mile away, their voices carrying over the water's splash. You've stood by the pool, the cold air sharpening your senses, but the memory of the tepidarium's warmth lingered, tempting you back to its benches, where sleep felt closer, the frigidarium's energy a contrast to the quiet repose you craved. The bathhouse's social dynamic was a microcosm of Roman life, blending community with personal space. As a citizen, you'd visit daily, a half-mile from the forum, the baths a ritual where you connected with others, your place in the city affirmed. Yet the crowd could overwhelm, the tepidarium's noise or the caldarium's bustle a reminder of Rome's bustle a mile away. You've sought quieter corners, the tepidarium's benches or a niche by a fountain, where the murmur of voices faded, the warmth softening your thoughts. The bathhouse offered both connection and solitude, its social hues, a tapestry where moments of rest emerged, your body yielding to the calm, sleep a possibility in its gentler spaces. Gender dynamics shape the social scene, with men and women often bathing separately, either by time or designated areas. As a merchant, you'd enter the men's hours, a quarter mile from the market, joining traders and soldiers in boisterous talk. Women, bathing in the morning, shared their own stories, their voices softer but no less lively. You've heard their laughter through the walls, a half-mile away, their presence a reminder of the bath's inclusivity. In mixed baths, rare but present, modesty prevailed, tunics worn or screens used, yet the shared warmth fostered camaraderie, your interactions brief but warm, the tepidarium's calm, a space where social barriers softened, sleep a quiet lure in the background. The bathhouse was a stage for status, though the steam blurred distinctions. Senators draped in fine cloth lounged with attendants, their voices carrying authority, while you, a farmer, sat humbly, your rough tunic a contrast. Yet the baths equalized, the heat stripping pretense, your shared humanity evident in the steam. You've seen a freedman argue with a noble, their debate a quarter mile from the caldarium, the baths a rare space where voices mingled freely. In quieter moments, like in the tepidarium, status faded, bathers slumping against warm marble, their exhaustion universal, your own fatigue pulling you toward rest, the social hierarchy yielding to the bathhouse's soothing embrace. The presence of slaves and attendants added another layer, their labor sustaining the bath's rhythm. Slaves stoked furnaces a quarter mile below, their sweat fueling the hypercaust's warmth. Attendants oiled bathers, their hands deft, their presence unobtrusive. As an artisan, you'd feel their touch, the olive oil smoothing your skin, their quiet efficiency calming. You've watched them move, their steps silent, ensuring pools stayed clean, lamps lit. Their work made the bathhouse a haven, yet their own fatigue was invisible, their rest rare. In the tepidarium, you'd see a slave pause, eyes heavy, the warmth tempting even them. Your own repose a shared human need, sleep a fleeting possibility in the bath's quiet corners. The sensory world of the bathhouse's social scene was vivid, each sound and scent shaping the mood. The apoditerium buzzed with voices, a quarter mile from the pools, the air thick with the scent of sweat and oil. In the tepidarium, the murmur softened, the splash of a fountain a mile away, a gentle hum, the herbal tang of rosemary grounding. As a traveller, your senses dulled from a 10-mile trek. You'd hear the laughter fade, the warmth wrapping you, the dim light of lamps casting shadows. You've leaned against a bench, the marble's warmth seeping through, the social hum a lullaby, your eyelids heavy as the bathhouse's ambience invited sleep, each moment a step toward dreaming. The bathhouse's social role was cultural, a reflection of Rome's communal spirit. As a citizen, you'd feel pride in its inclusivity, a half-mile from the city's heart, where Rome's pulse slowed. The baths were a daily ritual, a place to forge bonds or find solitude, your place in the community affirmed or forgotten in the steam. You've shared stories, your voice blending with others, but also sought quiet, the tepidarium's calm a refuge, your thoughts drifting as sleep beckoned. The baths were Rome's heart, their social hues a balance of connection and rest, your body tempted to surrender to the warmth's gentle pull. The fragility of repose was subtle, the social bustle a counterpoint to rest. Falling asleep was rare, attendants nudging dozing bathers, a friend's call a quarter mile away pulling you back. As a merchant, you'd rest briefly, the tepidarium's warmth coaxing your eyes to close, but the chatter kept you alert. You've seen others nod off, their bodies slumped, the social hum fading in the bathhouse's quieter corners, your own fatigue, a whisper of surrender. sleep a possibility in its warm embrace. The night falls, and you linger in the tepidarium, the bathhouse a half-mile from the city glowing softly. Its social hues, from lively chatter to quiet solitude, wove a community where rest emerged, each moment a dance with repose. Your life, shaped by trade or labor, found solace here, the baths a sanctuary where sleep beckoned amidst the crowd. For now you pause, the steam rising, the voices softening, your heart eased by the bathhouse's warmth, a haven where dreams stirred in the glow of an ancient world. The sensory allure of the baths was a cornerstone of their enduring legacy, a delicate interplay of warmth, sound and scent that imprinted itself on Roman life. As a traveller, your body weary from a 10-mile trek in 5 hours, you'd feel the tepidarium's gentle heat seep into your bones, the air tinged with lavender from oils rubbed into your skin, the soft trickle of a nearby fountain, a quarter-mile from the main pool in 5 minutes, wove a melody that slowed your breath, its rhythm a quiet companion to your thoughts. You've rested on a marble bench, the warmth grounding, the faint glow of oil lamps softening your gaze, each sensation a subtle invitation to drift, the bathhouse's sensory world a legacy that lingered in the hearts of those who sought its solace, your own moments of near sleep, a testament to its calming power. This sensory experience was not merely physical but cultural, embedding the bathhouse as a symbol of Roman refinement. The baths, a half-mile from the city's bustling forum in 10 minutes, were a daily pilgrimage, a ritual that marked the transition from labor to leisure. As a merchant, your mornings spent negotiating deals a mile away left your mind racing, but the bathhouse offered a pause, its warmth a counterpoint to the market's chaos. The scents, rosemary, olive oil, blended with the hum of water, creating a sensory cocoon that Romans associated with renewal. You've inhaled deeply, the air soothing your nerves, the bath's sensory legacy a cultural touchstone, their tranquility shaping a society that prized moments of rest, your heart eased by their gentle embrace. The bathhouse's role in Roman health practices was profound, its legacy rooted in the belief that a sound body sustained a sound empire. As a farmer, your days of hauling grain 2 miles in 40 minutes strained your back. The baths a quarter-mile away, a remedy for physical tolls. Physicians like Galen, writing 100 miles from your city, praised the baths for balancing the body's humours, their heat and water seen as cures for ailments from fatigue to fever. You'd sink into the tepidarium's warmth, your muscles loosening, the baths a prescribed escape from labour's grind. This health-focused legacy made the baths a civic necessity, their role in wellness a reason Romans built them across the empire, your own repose a quiet nod to their healing power, sleep a natural extension of their care. The baths' communal nature fostered a sense of shared identity, their legacy a thread in Rome's social fabric. Unlike the Forum, a mile away where competition drove interactions, the bathhouse was a space of unity, its warmth a shared experience. As a citizen, you'd enter, your tunic shed, joining others in a ritual that transcended class. Though senators still commanded deference, their attendance a reminder of status. You've shared a bench with a freedman, your stories of market woes or harvest yields blending, the baths a place where Rome's diversity met in harmony. This legacy of community, where rest was a collective act, shaped Roman culture, your moments of near sleep a reflection of a society that valued shared solace, the bath's warmth a bond that lingered beyond their walls. The bathhouse's influence on leisure was equally significant, redefining rest as a cultural virtue. Romans saw leisure not as idleness, but as essential to a balanced life. The baths a half-mile from the city's heart, a testament to this ideal. As an artisan, your hands cramped from carving stone a mile away, you'd find the tepidarium's warmth a reward, its calm a contrast to the workshop's clamour. The baths encouraged lingering, their benches inviting pause, the steam softening the urgency of daily tasks. You've sat, your thoughts wandering, the warmth coaxing your eyes to close, the bath's legacy a celebration of rest, their tranquility a cultural gift that allowed sleep to creep in, your repose a quiet defiance of labour's demands. The economic impact of the baths was subtle but vital, their legacy supporting a network of labour and trade. Maintaining a bathhouse with its furnaces and water systems employed slaves and workers, their efforts a quarter-mile below the floors keeping the hippocaust alive. As a merchant, you'd trade oils or linens a mile away, your goods fueling the bath's operations, their demand sustaining your livelihood. You've seen attendants carry amphorae of oil, their steps silent, the baths a hub of economic activity that rippled through the city. This legacy of economic interdependence, where rest was a communal effort, shaped urban life, your moments of repose supported by the labour of others, the bath's warmth a product of Rome's intricate economy. The bath's legacy extended to Roman law and governance, their maintenance a civic duty. Emperors like Trajan, ruling 100 miles away, funded grand baths, their construction a mark of imperial generosity. As a citizen, you'd enter a bathhouse gifted by the state, a half-mile from the Forum, its grandeur a reminder of Rome's power. Local magistrates oversaw operations, ensuring water flowed and furnaces burned, their oversight a mile away keeping the baths accessible. You felt pride in this system, the baths a symbol of Rome's order, their warmth a civic gift that invited rest, your moments of near sleep a quiet beneficiary of imperial care, the bath's legacy a testament to governance that valued public welfare. The spiritual dimension of the baths added depth to their legacy, their warmth a bridge to the divine. Niches held statues of Hygeia or Asclepius, gods of health, their presence a quarter-mile from the main pools sanctifying the space. As a traveller, your faith tested by a 10-mile journey's perils, you'd offer a silent prayer, the steam a sacred veil that calmed your soul. The baths were a place of ritual, their warmth a connection to the gods, your repose a moment of spiritual peace. You've knelt by a statue, the warmth grounding your prayers, the bath's legacy a blend of physical and divine renewal, their tranquility a space where sleep felt like a gift from above. Modern spa traditions owe a debt to the Roman bathhouse, their legacy echoing in our pursuit of relaxation. Today's saunas, a nod to the caldarium's steam or heated pools reminiscent of the tepidarium, carry forward the bath's focus on wellness. As a farmer, your memory of sinking into warm water a quarter-mile from the entrance lives in modern hydrotherapy, where jets soothe tired muscles. You've inspired wellness centres, their dim lights and soft music a mirror of the bath's ambience, their goal to lull the mind as yours was lulled. The Roman bathhouse's legacy shapes our spas, your moments of near sleep a blueprint for modern rest, each visit a nod to the ancient pursuit of tranquility. The bath's influence on urban planning persists, their legacy in the design of communal spaces. Roman cities, a mile from your village, centered around baths, their placement a priority like temples or forums. As a merchant, you'd navigate streets designed to lead to the bathhouse, a half-mile away, its presence shaping the city's flow. Modern cities echo this, with parks or community centres as hubs of relaxation, their design inspired by the bath's role as civic havens. You've walked these streets, the baths a destination that eased your day, their legacy a model for spaces where rest is valued, your repose a quiet link to urban traditions that endure. The psychological impact of the baths was profound, their legacy a testament to the human need for respite. The warmth, a quarter mile from the city's noise, dulled the stress of trade or labour, your mind unburdened as you rested. As an artisan, your hands sore from crafting a mile away, you'd find the tepidarium's calm a balm, its warmth easing your thoughts, sleep a gentle possibility. The baths taught Romans to prioritize rest, their legacy a reminder to pause, your moments of near sleep a cultural lesson that lingers in our mindfulness practices, each breath a nod to the tranquility you found. The fragility of repose was subtle, the baths a sanctuary but not without limits. Falling asleep, though tempting, was rare. Attendants might wake you, a friend's voice a quarter mile away pulling you back. As a citizen, you'd rest briefly, the tepidarium's warmth coaxing your eyes to close, but the bath's rhythm urged movement. You've seen others nod off, their bodies slumped, the warmth overwhelming, your own fatigue a quiet call to join them. The bath's legacy was this balance, rest within reach but fleeting, your repose a delicate dance, sleep a whisper in the steam that shaped Rome's heart. The human spirit, seeking rest amidst the bath's warmth, was their greatest legacy. As a farmer, you'd lean against a warm bench, your heart eased by the tepidarium's calm, defying the day's toil. A merchant, you'd pause, the steam softening your worries, your mind drifting. A traveller, you'd find solace, the baths a refuge from a 10-mile road. History praises Rome's aqueducts or legions, but your quiet moments of rest, unrecorded, wove the fabric of resilience. You've faced labour's grind, your repose a triumph, your legacy a call to find peace in chaos, each moment of near sleep a spark that lit the way for others. The bath's legacy is a paradox, their tranquility a haven born of empire's might. Their warmth, a half-mile from the Forum, eased Rome's citizens, your rest a link to a culture that valued renewal. Today we seek spas or quiet corners, their design rooted in your tepidarium naps, our wellness a nod to your struggle for peace. Your fields a mile away or markets a half-mile off, faded in the steam, your repose a gift that shaped our pursuit of calm. The bath's legacy lives in our saunas, our sanctuaries, your tranquility a beacon, each moment a defiance of life's demands. The night falls and you linger in the tepidarium, the bathhouse glowing softly a half-mile from the city's heart. Its warmth shaped a culture of rest, its legacy a timeless call to pause. Your life, worn by labour, found solace here, each visit a brush with sleep, each moment a testament to the bath's allure. Rest now, the steam fading, the lamps dimming, your heart eased by the bathhouse's glow. Your legacy lives in our spas, our quiet spaces, guiding us into a world where rest, like yours, is a gentle triumph, a dream woven in the warmth of an ancient sanctuary.